August. Today's lineup. I am MVP 정종현, Chris Lowranger, Slayers Ryung, 김동원, Startail July 박성준.
Greetings from Seoul, Korea, and welcome to the GSL Code S. I'm Tasteless, with me is Ro8, and we're back from MLG, which, by the way, kicked a lot of ass.
It kicked many asses, Tasteless, and your and I asses have been kicked thoroughly by MLG.
Yes.
But we got some rest, and here we are, ready to go.
We're back
for perhaps the most exciting day in GSL history.
Yeah, this is going to be such a cool, especially the starting game. MVP against Huck. And, you know, with Huck, he didn't have much success at MLG, but in general, getting deeper into tournaments and overall having more success than any other non-Korean player.
Yeah, he
this
did.
Is really exciting.
7th place, highest placing non-Korean with Sho from Dignitas.
Yeah.
Pretty well done. But he flew right back, Tasteless, and now he has the most important match for him in the GSL so far. He's in the round of 8. Can he make it to the round of 4?
Man, I hope so. That would be so cool.
That would be pretty nice, I have to admit. But he's going up against a 2-time GSL champion in MVP, someone who definitely could end up winning this whole
The guy
tournament.
already eliminated an ST.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's a 3-time champion. How many championships does Huck have? None so
zip.
far. Not
as far as
not
GSL,
in GSL,
yeah.
at least.
Some nerds like, no, you're wrong. Hold on, we know he had success outside of Korea, but here, this is a big moment for Huck. Huck, you know, interestingly enough, he's one of these guys who lives on an airplane.
Yeah,
as a pro gamer, I don't even understand how he has time to practice at this point.
It's hard to say, man.
But he's still doing really well.
Well, that happens. You know, if you fly around a whole lot, you go to all these different events, then you're going to lose out on some practice. So it's a fine balance that you have to, you know, walk down. But Huck's been doing it well so far. He's had really great results.
By the way, guys, check out our Pepsi event. Send us in a picture of you with a Pepsi product, hashtag at Pepsi and GSL. Shoot that into GomTV with the funny pictures, the best pictures we'll put up at the GomTV.net site. So do that. You do something creative. Don't just be there with like a Pepsi can. Like, all right, I got this. They can't possibly turn this down.
Yeah, do something funny, guys.
Yeah.
Funniness is important.
It is. So, girls just want to have fun. That song is playing on our show right now. All right.
I don't get
I don't know.
Who's making this call? Oh, my God. I'm so sorry.
All right.
Anyways, we have a 1-year anniversary. Oh, my God. We've been casting GSL for so long. And we have it coming up. There's going to be more details on GomTV.net. But one little thing, all of the season of GSL will be free for 3 days this weekend.
They're playing Girls Just Want to Have Fun, man.
That's right, man, because this is how we get more girls into GSL.
Girls just want to have
the
fun
VODs for free.
But guys just want to be angry when they lose StarCraft games. And then when they win, they're like, good. He was trash anyways.
That's what I do anyways.
Come check us out at the finals, as you can see on the bottom of our screen
on the
here.
10th.
It will be in Seoul, so this will not be one of these out-of-city events that we'll be doing here.
Nope.
And you know what's weird for me, Ro8, is at MLG I was observing, so suddenly I'm like there's nothing here.
You don't have to rack your brain in quite so many ways now, Tasteless. We can give your little noggin a rest.
Sudoku puzzles.
Yeah.
I can do all sorts of stuff, you know?
Yeah. Make sure you add GomTV on Twitter and try out the mobile service. Of course, add us. I'm Ro8. He's Call Me Tasteless.
Yeah. Check us out. Feel free to tweet at us. I'm so close to breaking 40,000.
I had passed 40,000, Tasteless.
Did you? He's always been a little bit ahead of me. All right. As you can see here are the results for the Code S round of 8 day matches. Day 1, we had
Optimus Prime.we over MVP Keen and OGS Top over MVP Genius. Today, Will we have two Terrans join the other two Terrans to make a nice little 4T top 4? Or can Huck and or Jelizerg make it through? A lot of possibilities for this final stasis, but I tell you what, I really feel the winner's coming out of this side. Actually, not necessarily. There's a lot of different things that can happen. I'm looking at him like,
never mind what I just said.
MVP, I feel like MVP, Ryung, and Huck all are good chances.
I think Jelizerg's sort of the underdog in this group. He's the underdog
feels
for
like it,
getting
doesn't
into
it?
the finals.
Yeah. I feel like Ryung will definitely win TVT. Optimus,
That's what I was
his
thinking.
TVP is so good that if Huck makes it through to the finals, I feel like Optimus has a good shot. Other than that, if it's Jelizerg versus MVP, I see MVP taking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are, I think Ryung, MVP, or Optimus will take this season.
And I think if it was Huck July for some weird reason, I think that would be
a
more
sick
close than
match.
actually more close than
Like MVP
Huck,
July.
Leon.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's what I think. So good to be back here in Korea. I was already craving
Gotta lean
kimchi
back.
after a week.
Yeah?
We reclining. How do we look when we recline? Okay, no, let's lean
A
forward.
little bit weird.
It looks better.
Yeah, it looks better.
We look much
but
smaller.
my back is like really tired, man. I've been
You know
like
what feels
on an airplane
good?
for days. And
Oh, I feel like my entire spine just realign before I sit back up and I become a
Tasis,
question
will you
mark.
walk on me later?
Yeah, I will.
Why would you walk on me? That's terrible.
You ever been walked on?
No.
Ever had your back walked on?
No.
It kind of feels good, except for the whole part where you have to breathe. You know?
When we were in Cambodia, I watched Twani get walked on. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I love it when they do the massage and they do the karate chops.
Oh, yeah.
You know? That's the best. Take out your back if you're a nerd, you play games. And I look at this.
Oh, look at this. We got some
Turnout.
Canadian pride for Huck.
Yeah.
But first, this man, I'm MVP, two-time GSL champion, one-time MLG champion.
That's a great picture of him.
Yeah, it is. Look at that.
Damn.
You couldn't knock him off that chair. Hell
you
no.
couldn't.
He might lose his footing for just a second, but he'd be back to normal in
No, he'd
no
be
time.
back easily.
Look at the sick people he's taken out. MC, two-time champion. Optimus, one-time champion. Nesty, three-time champion.
This could be the moment where MVP actually
That's
does
actually
make it to the
insane, by the
finals
way.
and win, which would mean he would have won as many GSLs as Nesty.
He's only one against champions on his way. And
Yeah.
there's only one other champion. His name is Fruit Dealer. He's not in Code S anymore. MVP has like the hardest road ever in the history of mankind. This is actually, I didn't realize this till just this moment.
I forgot he beat Optimus.
What in the hell is going
I
on
know.
here? This is actually so frightening.
Look, he's like yawning. He's like, I'm bored.
He's like, well, I
with my
just keep
quest
beating
of
like,
ownage.
you know those guys with championships other than me? Yeah, I just keep beating them. Like,
What's
what
the
if I
deal with
keep
that?
going?
LOL, it's kind of funny because they're supposed to be the hardest, but somehow I'm beating them. Isn't that funny? LOL.
I know, man. He's not losing any games either. Saw his teammate Nesty pick up his third championship without a loss. Maybe he's going for that, but I tell you what, there's one man who's going to stand up for what's right, Tasteless.
Stand up for what's right.
For
or
what's right,
Not
Tasteless.
stand up to this, but stand up and do the right thing. Or
That's right. And
Wow.
that, of course,
would be
is his opponent here,
try to drum roll. I don't know if you picked up the
E.G.
mic.
Huck.
Huck.
Half Canadian, half American,
What the Huck?
100% badass.
Oh my God! And look at this picture of him now. He's even more handsome than MVP.
Oh, holy tamale. Well, he did lose to Bomber, the MLG champion, but he took out Nada, one of the sickest badasses ever, and someone named Killer. You would think Killer would kill him. No, not the case.
And you know when you see here he lost to Bomber, that's actually fine.
What can you do about that,
What are
man?
you gonna do, man?
Bomber's
By the
a
way,
sicko.
Check out Bomber's games at MLG, especially the
Dongregyu.
TDC against
Yeah.
Dongregyu, DRG, because those games were
That was
insane.
That was like the best match of the
There
whole
were
tournament.
like armies getting nuked.
And there he is, Tasteless. Will he be able to do what is right
This
here
guy's
today?
a serious baller. We had to put a fence up in the studio so all the bras and panties being thrown at him wouldn't interfere with the game.
That's right. We have a giant fish net.
Yes.
You see?
Look at that.
Their
All
bras
that
and
support.
panties were thrown earlier. Well, here we go. They both have a lot of W's in there, a few L's as well. But you know what? L's are all right because you learn from them. That's why it's an L.
It's also an L because it's a loss.
Yeah, that's another reason.
Coincidence?
Well, you learn from your losses.
It's also an L because his last name is Loranger.
Yeah.
Am I saying his last name
But do you
right?
know what you want?
What?
Wins. That's why it's a W.
Yeah.
But at least he's learned twice as much. as MVP has in his last 10 games.
Oh, man. I have sustained an injury, Artosis.
What is it? What's wrong? Can I help you?
Fell into
What
my
happened to you?
exercise bike.
You fell into your
I
exercise
fell into my
bike?
exercise bike, and like it hit my chest. So my sternum
Wow.
is like hurting every time I breathe. So
You poor guy, you. Are you all right?
I think I'll be all right. You know,
If you need mouth-to-mouth resuscitation at any point, you let me know.
All right, thanks. I'll let you know.
I'll do it right on camera. We won't have any gifts made of that at all, I'm sure.
As you can see, dual site is our map. Now this is interesting. I'm surprised MVP eliminated Tall Germ Alter.
Yeah, that is interesting, isn't it? You know, that map proves for very long Terran vs. Protoss matches.
I'm not as shocked that Huck got rid of Daybreak.
Oh,
though.
Daybreak's only in GSL, man, and he's flying everywhere. You're exactly right. Daybreak is the map to remove. I don't care if there's a map called Terran starts with 2 Marauders. You want to remove Daybreak because that was the one not in the other tournaments. By the way, that would be a sick map. Terran starts with 2 Marauders. That would be so
That'd be the
hard.
scariest
It's like
thing ever.
Zerg has to 6 pool. It's like that's the only possibility.
But then what they do is they just don't even use the Marauders.
Yeah, I know. That's like a sick metagame going on right there, Tasteless.
And if you're Protoss, you just lose. Like, no matter what you do, like,
You have to like surround them with your probes, and then like you barely kill them off, and you have like 4 probes left. That's like a hard map, Tasteless.
You're
Normally,
killing me, Artosis.
normally Huck would remove that, but not in this case. He's been flying around, doesn't have time to play Daybreak, and he did not remove 2 Marauders. Terran starts with.
There you go.
.scm2 or whatever.
by the way, the game is loading. MVP against Huck. The world is watching. Can a non-Korean get farther in this GSL? Or is this going to be another episode of Korean's Own White Dudes? We're going to find out momentarily here.
I hope not. I hate that show.
Did MVP's computer crash? It's literally the bar is not moving.
It might. It might.
Look at the look on MVP's face. All right, yeah, there was a crash. Okay.
No problem. No problem at all.
Huck type 10 GG. Only we saw it.
That is so excellent.
Oh, that's so funny.
And we saw him, like, while he typed that, he was yawning on screen. This kid, Tasteless.
He's a bamf.
You know what? In Control might be able to bench press 500 pounds, but Huck can bench press a metric ton. You know how I can tell?
How?
1-0 GG while yawning into the camera.
That is probably the best explanation. Now they're both making fun of each other in the chat log. And
Oh,
now,
1-0, game map 2.
So, I feel like that's a secret show for our eyes alone.
I know,
Artosis.
man. We're like just telling him, like, Huck
right.
just said we're great casters. Thank you, Huck.
Thank you, Huck. You're welcome for all the free shirts. All right.
The free shirts from thehandsomernerd.com,
That's right, man.
of course.
Now, the game is actually, it's not even loaded, excuse me, it's starting, so we're going to get this going here. MVP against Huck. Korea against the world. Let's do this. In the bottom left, our 2-time GSL champion, hungry for a 3rd championship. What was his nickname? I actually forgot. Game Genie Terran. I don't know how I forgot that. Excuse me, I gave him that name.
Oh, that's fine.
MVP.
Better we put our wooden planks up here together to throw his name up on there. MVP.
Making him walk the plank.
He's
Pirate
also
Bird,
an
man.
MLG champion.
Of course.
Yeah.
2-time.
He's just busy
Or
going
no,
on
one-time
winning stuff.
MLG.
One-time MLG champion.
There's a lot of tournaments. Oh my
And
God, it's
the
Sase
upper
and
right,
Manoa. Look at
we
that.
have, they call it the Incredible Huck.
Ooh. You wouldn't like him when he's angry,
Don't make
Tasteless.
me angry.
And we have so many Huck fans here. What the Huck?
What the Huck is going on?
I don't know, man. But everyone is here.
Those guys look at us, they're like, you can go Huck yourself.
And I was like, Huck, 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 Huck. But everyone is showing up, Tasteless. There's zombies digging their way out of the ground. Old fallen Protosses here to watch him. Nanoan Sase just walked in. This is serious business.
That's right. Scouting probe has entered the Terran base. I've noticed some of the really good players do this. Now watch, as the probe runs out of energy, or not energy, shields.
Can't cast any more spells.
I know. No more Side Storm for that probe. He then runs away and lets the shields rebuild. Because shields rebuild actually pretty quick.
Yeah, they do.
Probe.
As long as he's not being attacked. And look at that, he gets out of there right before the Marine's done. Huck knowing every second of every build time of everything in the game.
Huck actually being a superhuman.
Maybe not plasma shields. Maybe not the carrier interceptor upgrade. Maybe not the mothership, but everything else. Maybe
Pretty
not
much.
Corvus reactor either.
No.
But everything else.
Everything else, pretty much.
Maybe not Caduceus reactor either, but everything else.
Everything else. Now, let's see here. We have the warp gate upgrade being researched. Everything's pretty standard. No, we don't see the second gas yet, though, for the Terran.
Possibly not battlecruiser energy, but everything else.
You every time you make me laugh, my stomach hurts. I'm actually in
sorry.
pain.
I can't help myself. All right, so we actually have really, really cool stuff going on already. We have for MVP. He is making another barracks and a factory.
Oh, he wants some base.
He looks like it. He looks like, again, a tech lab immediately on that factory. Definitely going to see a starport, I would say. But it is a possibility that we're just going to see the Mass Marine tank build, which is pretty sick. Now, Huck, in the meantime, has gone for his standard Huck 2-gas expand build. He's about to make the Nexus tasteless.
I sense danger, Artosis.
Yeah, this is a hard build to hold. The type of build that we're seeing on MVP.
Frank, this is a build you do not hold.
Yeah, normally, just a ton of Marines and siege tanks. That's going to be very difficult for Huck to hold.
One of the big questions is going to be, will Huck be able to hold this?
Another one is, will he get a robotics? Because the robotics is actually what you don't want.
Yeah,
I mean, it's something that's pretty safe to do, but against this, it can be very difficult. So we will see in just moments.
One thing, though, since he's not getting a star port, excuse me, it's so hard between Stargate and Starport as a caster.
I think we should just be able to call him either one. That's my thought. That's what a reactor looks like up close.
Yeah.
In case you were wondering, guys. Just for you. And it is a robotics tasteless.
But, here's the fact that since we do not see a starport, if he just keeps force fielding the ramp and cancels an Nexus,
yeah,
he could last a little bit longer than normal.
You definitely could last a while with that. The problem
I don't know if you'll win.
is he is researching siege mode. If he's not getting siege mode, do it all day, tasteless, until siege mode's done. That gets a little bit more scary.
Oh!
Huck loses that stalker. That's actually a very big deal. He needs every unit that he can possibly muster.
All right, he should know at this point in time to cancel. Is he going to cancel?
It is actually already finished.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
it's
just
too
finished
late.
as he lost that stalker. But I don't think Huck would cancel anyways. I think he would just sit there and be like, all right, I got to hold. Says, I don't know, I just have to
He's
do
going
it.
to use his one stalker and 4 sentries, just micro that perfectly to destroy this army that's so insanely big.
Wouldn't that be funny? I think that Blizzard would have to hotfix force field if that were the case.
Now, I don't know, Artosis. I think Huck is dead.
Yeah, it's looking like he's really dead, tasteless. He does have his one stalker out at his own like watchtower, so it is coming back now. Tank sieging up. That's pretty good against sentries from what I've heard. And here we go. Nice force field so far. Oh! Barely lets those walk away.
Siege tank fire, though.
Losing it. Oh,
I lost 2
so many
sentries, I
sentries.
think,
In fact, the others are going to... Yeah, he's dead, unfortunately. MVP with just a Marine siege tank timing.
That one siege tank at the bottom left of our screen is in perfect range right now of hitting everything.
And now Huck is just sitting here. He's like, well, what am I actually supposed to do from here? He's already lost so many expensive units, and we'll actually be seeing a GG very soon here because everything's just going to die. There you go, GG. And Huck on the receiving end of a build order loss right there. But, he took that risk. He got double gas and made a Nexus, and that does die to some builds.
Well, I think there's been so many Huck games open to the public.
That's very
that it's not going to be hard for MVP to look that up and be like, all right.
You know what? MVP was probably watching MLG with his notepad and pencil out.
Yeah.
And he was writing things down, and if he got them wrong because he's using a pencil, he goes back and erases them with the eraser, then rewrites them.
That's exactly what he
Instead
does.
of crossing out, he doesn't like to make his notebook too messy.
No, it looks really, really scrappy.
I'm all right with it being messy. I make a messy notebook. MVP, on the other hand, he's a cleaner Terran than I. So, yeah, no,
there you go.
The way you do it, man, with the pencil. an eraser. Maybe even has one of those bigger erasers because he doesn't want to like flip it around all the time. He has it right there, so he can just go like this.
In his little pencil pouch.
Yeah.
That he keeps in his build order trapper keeper, right?
It's got a jet on it.
The one that's got the
coming off of one of those big ships that
it's got like a guy like in a canoe and he's like fighting off like an anaconda or something. And he's like, that's badass.
I don't know. I always like the ones with the jets or the ones with dinosaurs.
Or maybe it is a Power Rangers trapper keeper.
I don't think it's Power Rangers. But if it was, it would be the Red Ranger because that's who MVP is. It would be the
Red Ranger. That's correct.
He is certainly not the Yellow Ranger, the Black Ranger, the Blue Ranger.
He might be
and
the
he is
Pink
certainly
Ranger.
not the Pink Ranger.
He could be the Pink Ranger.
That might be his girlfriend. His girlfriend might be the Pink Ranger. Well, this is Korea. He might be the Pink Ranger. Just saying.
You're so
The
funny
style over
today.
here is different, Tasteless. It's different.
It is.
It's fine.
It is.
Because he's comfortable in who he is. So,
we're going to go to the map, Metalopolis.
There it is. Huck drinking his Pepsis, getting his caffeine on.
Getting his Pepsi on.
He needs to be perky, Tasteless. Can't be drowsy against
Get a
MVP,
little
man.
buzz going on before this game. He makes a Jack and Pepsi.
Yeah. While Huck was flying around the world in airplanes winning money, MVP was taking a nap on a beanbag chair in preparation for this match.
It looks like the game is loading. MVP against Huck. Can Huck come back from this? He's already down 1-0 in a build order deficit. We're going to see, though, this map. They both have a lot of practice on it. It should be pretty interesting. And so let's find out how this game turns out here with MVP versus Huck here in the GSL Codes, casted by Tasteless and Artosis. Tastosis, the casting archive.